Hello.
हॅलो, हा आवाज येते का?
येते सर.
क्लिअर येते का?
क्लिअर येते, क्लिअर.
ओके, चलिए स्टार्ट.
येस सर.
ओके, राइट डाउन हेडिंग. टाइप नंबर 5, problems on composite bars. Problem on composite bars. On composite bar, draw the diagram. What is the diagram? The problems on composite bar. First of all, you have to understand the meaning of composite bar. What is by composite bar? Composite bar or composite material. It is a combination of one or more than one material. It is known as a composite material, or it is a composite bar. Composite means what? It is a combination of more than one material. Is known as a composite, or we can say that it is a composite material. Now, first of all, we have to understand the diagram. What is the diagram? Diagram is showing two bars are there. One is the steel rod is there, other is copper tube is there. Tube means what? Having two diameters. One is the internal diameter, another is the external diameter. See the diagrams. The diagram is showing that one steel rod is there. The diameter of steel rod is shown by ds. D for diameter and S for steel. Correct. Next, one other tube is given. That is copper tube. Copper tube. Having already I have given explanation. Tube means what? There will be two diameter. One is the internal diameter, other is the external diameter. So internal diameter they are showing di, I for internal and d for diameter. Second, they are showing do. Do means what? Diameter, d for diameter and o for outside. Means what? Every tube having two diameters. One is the internal diameter and second is the external diameter. Internal diameter they are showing the di, and outer diameter they are showing the do. Correct. And inside that copper tube they have inserted one steel rod having diameter denoted by ds. Means what? Already I have given explanation. We are solving the problems on composite bars. Composite means what? It is a combination of one or two materials. They are showing two materials. One is a steel rod and other is a copper tube. Copper means tube having two diameter. One is internal and other is external. And centrally they have inserted one steel rod. It is solid rod. So they are having only one diameter, and that diameter is denoted by ds. And that it combination of two rods, that is copper and steel. Its two ends are braced, or we can say that it is a welded by plates. They are showing that two rectangular plates, and they are on that plate they are applying the load capital P. P means what? It is a applied load, and the length of that steel rod and copper tube having same length, and that length is given capital L. This is the diagram. In explanation they are giving that a bar made up of two different materials or different bars having equal length. Correct. They are showing equal length, but different materials are rigidly connected to each other because of one rod having steel rod and other is a copper rod, rigidly connected to each other and behaving as a single units. Means what? They are connected to each other and become as a single units, even though they are using the two material, that is the steel and copper. But after the using steel and copper, they are having they made up of one single unit subjected to applied load capital P, due to which extension and compression of both bars are same is called as composite bars. Means what? uh, Type number 1, type number 2, and up to this, every problems having some conditions are there. Depending upon the conditions, we have to apply the logic, which condition we have to apply this problem. So I will give the simple explanation. Composite means what? It is a combination of more than one material. Two materials they have connected or braced each other and become a single unit, and on that unit they are applying the total load capital B. They are giving two different material, that is a steel rod and second is a copper tube. They are mentioned that ds is the diameter of steel rod, di and do it is the diameter of copper tube. Always keep in mind every tube having two diameter, one is the internal, other is the external, correct? Di and do. Now draw the diagram. Everyone should draw the diagram. Then and then only we can solve the problems on this type. Draw the diagram. Two rods, one is a steel rod, other is a copper tube. Show the di, ds. Body number one, body number two. Body number one, it is a steel rod. Body number two, it is a copper. Dotted line, they are showing the steel rod, and that hatching line, they are showing by the copper tube. The length of that steel rod and copper rod having same length, that is capital L. Load is applied on that body, it is capital P. Copper tube, steel rod, body number one, body number two, di, do, and this is the two equal and opposite forces, that is tensile force acting on a that single unit. This is the diagram for composite bars. Now write down the explanation related to the composite bars. A bar made up of, my screen is visible, all of you? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Visible, sir.
Sound is clear or having some problems?
Sir,
Clear,
audible,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Make your mobiles as a horizontal mode. Otherwise, it will looking at is very small. Make horizontal mobile. We'll get the full screen. Then and then only we have to write the explanation proper way. Write down explanation. A bar made up of two different bars having equal length. A bar made up of two different bars. Different bar means what? One is a steel bar and other is a copper bar. Having equal length means what? The length of that copper rod and steel rod having same length, it is given by capital L. But different materials are rigidly connected to each other. Rigidly connected means what? See this section. Sorry. See the section are rigidly connected means what? By joining the steel rod and copper rod, they have become one single unit, and that single unit they are applying the total load capital P, and due to which extension and compression of the both bars are same, called as a composite bars. बघा सिंपल दोन लाईन मध्ये सांगतो तुम्हाला काय केलंय. एक स्टील रॉड आहे, सॉलिड आहे, त्याला डायमीटर एक असणार आहे. दुसरी कॉपर ट्यूब आहे. साय वरून कॉपर ट्यूब आहे, त्या ट्यूब मध्ये आपण काय केलंय, स्टील रॉड इन्सर्ट केलाय आणि दोन्ही मटेरियल काय केलं तर जॉईन केले एंडिंगला. तुम्ही तर दोन्ही एंड चेक केले, दोन्ही एंड काय केलं तर जॉईन केलेत आणि त्या दोन्ही एंडवर काय केलंय सिंगल युनिट बनवून त्यावर आपण पिलोड अप्लाय केलाय. दिस इज द कंडिशन फॉर कंपोजिट मटेरियल. राईट इज ओव्हर diagram and that up to 3 to 4 lines written. Okay, shall I move to the next slide? I will require some times. over.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, how to calculate the traces? How to calculate the traces on composite bars? Please think about it. How to calculate the traces on composite bar? Means what? Already we are calculating the traces, that is sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 3. That is with the help of P1, P2, and P3. So in this problem, P will be the common. Correct? Now, how to calculate the sigma 1? That is sigma 1, nothing but sigma S. Sigma S means what? Traces on steel rod. And second is sigma 2, nothing but sigma C. Sigma C for copper. We are using the two materials. One is a steel and second is a common. Sorry, second is a copper. So for traces on steel rod, we are indicating sigma S, and traces on copper rod, we can say that it is sigma 2 or sigma C, C for copper. Now, how to calculate the sigma S and sigma C? General think about it. What the basic formula? Sigma is equal to P upon A. Correct? For sigma S, that is PS upon AS. Now I will. What is the, in such problems? Always keep in mind in chapter number 1, every type the question was common. They are asking question, calculate the traces, deformation, that is delta L1, delta L2, sigma 1, sigma 2, or sigma S and sigma C. Now, how to calculate the sigma S? Sigma S, nothing but traces on steel rod. What the formula of sigma? That is P upon A. But we are calculating traces on steel. So instead of P, we can say that PS means what, force on steel bar divided by AS. Correct? How to calculate the AS? How to calculate AS? AS means what? Now, AS means what?
Area.
Area of steel rod. Correct?
Steel rod.
Correct. How to calculate the area of steel rod? We are taking circular steel rod and they are giving the diameter ds. So with the help of pi by 4 into ds raised to 4. Correct. D is given. ds is given in the problem. Means what? A diameter of steel rod given in the problem. So with the help of that diameter, we can calculate the area of steel rod. Means what? We will get the value of AS. How to calculate the PS? PS means what? We keep in mind, we are considering common material, steel rod and copper tube. We are considering a single unit and we are applying the common force P. So how to calculate the PS? बॉडी मध्ये काय केले बघा, दोन बॉडी आपण कंबाईन केले, त्या स्टील रॉड आणि कॉपर रॉडचा, आणि या दोन्हीवर मिळून कॉमन फोर्स अप्लाय केला. बरोबर आहे का? म्हणजे टोटल जी लोड असणार आहे, टोटल लोड टेकन बाय दॅट बॉडी will be divided into two parts. One is a steel rod and other is a copper rod. लक्षात आहे बघा, टोटल जे अप्लाय केलेला लोड आहे पी, ती कुणी कुणी घेतलेला असणार आहे. हा लोड ह्या बॉडीवर आपण पी फोर्स अप्लाय करतो. हा पी फोर्स कोण घेणार आहे? तर दोन मटेरियलचं कॉम्बिनेशन. इट इज अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ स्टील रॉड and it is copper rod. So I will write P is equal to, P means what? What is P? Total load applied on a body. P is equal to PS plus PC. Or instead of PS, we will put P1 plus P2. It is correct or wrong? It is correct or wrong? पुन्हा सांगतो बघा, असं का लिहितोय? Every problem we have to apply some condition, condition 1 and condition 2. Without condition, we cannot solve this problem. So we are applying the condition number 1. Condition number 1, we have taken condition number 1, that is the total load is equal to PS plus PC. Why we are calculating value of PS and PC? Why we are calculating value? See the formula. We are calculating, they are asking the question, calculate the traces on steel rod. How to calculate the trace on steel rod? That is sigma S is equal to P upon A. that is the PS upon ES, correct? We have calculated the value of ES, area of steel rod. But how to calculate the PS? How to calculate PS? So for calculation purpose, PS and PC purpose, we require some conditions, and that is the condition number 1 and condition number 2. How conditions are coming, we will see in next slide. What is the condition 1? Now, see here, in composite bar problems, following points are very important. Point number one, the total load applied on composite bar. Total load, we are denoting by capital P. Total applied load on composite bar equal to, means what? P is equal to, correct? Sum of load carried by each bar. How many bars are there in your problem? One is a steel rod and second is a copper rod. Means what? The meaning of this sentence, the total load applied on a composite bar is equal to sum of load carried by each bar. Means what? How many bars are there? Two rods. One is a PS and second is a steel and second is a copper. So the sentence, meaning of this sentence is P is equal to, that is the total load is equal to PS plus PC. This is the condition number 1 or equation number 1. Any problems from equation number 1? How we have taken this P is equal to PS plus PC? Who will give the answer? Give the answer.
स्टील बार वरती आणि कॉपर बार वरती दोन्हीवर होतोय म्हणून.
Correct, very good. We are connected two rods. One is a steel rod and other is a copper rod. And we have prepared one single unit component. And we are applying the common force P. Means what? Total applied load on that single unit. It will be taken, that load taken by the steel rod and some load taken by the copper rod. So it may be less or more than. Sometimes steel rod will take more load, sometimes copper rod will take less load, but total load it divided into the total load taken by the steel rod and copper rod. So we have written the condition P is equal to PS plus PC. This is equation number 1, and this is the condition number 1. Why we are calculating the, or why we are taking the conditions 1 and condition 2? Without condition, we cannot solving the PS and PC, and without calculation of PS and PC, we cannot calculate the value of sigma S and sigma C. So this is the condition number 1. Right up to condition number 1. Everyone should write up to condition number 1, P is equal to PS plus PC. Over up to equation 1?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Equation number 1, write down P is equal to PS plus PC. Means what? Total load taken by that single unit is divided by, or total load taken by the steel rod and copper bar. This is condition number 1. Now we'll move to the condition number 2. What is the condition number 2? Please apply the logic on this diagram. What is the condition number 2? The condition number 2, it is related to the deformation. Condition number 2, it is related to the deformation. Means what? See the diagram, and depending upon the diagram, I will write, or shall I write in this way? That is the delta L1. Delta L1 is equal to delta L2, or instead of delta L1, I will write delta LS is equal to delta LC. Means what? Total deformation of steel rod, it is equal to total deformation of copper rod. It is possible? Second sentence, write down the extension and compression. Extension and compression means what? Sometimes length all increases. In that time, we can say that it is extension. Sometimes the length of that rod will be decreases. That time we can say it is compression. Will be same, and strength is also same. So this is condition number 2. Condition number 2, it is that total deformation of body number 1 is equal to total deformation of body number 2. Or instead of delta L1 or L2, we can write delta LS, means our total deformation of steel rod is equal to total deformation of copper rod. It is correct or wrong? Condition number 2. Condition number 1 satisfy झाली का बघा. Sorry, condition number 2. तुम्हाला समजते का बघा का असं लिहितो आपण? Why you are writing such a manner? कशासाठी असं लिहितो सांगा? हा का असं लिहितो सांगा? कोण सांगताय आन्सर? Fast. Well, see the diagrams. A steel rod and copper rod, correct? We are combined these units, steel rod and copper tube, and we have connected its ends, or braced, or we can say that it is welded. Its two ends means what? Why we are welding these two ends? Because of we have to convert their two materials into single units. Means what? We have taken two materials, that is steel rod and copper rod, and with the help of that two material we can convert into a single units, correct? And we are on that single unit we are applying the total load, that is a P. जर समजा ह्या टोटल बॉडी जर आपण P लोड अप्लाय करत असेल तर समजा ह्या स्टील रॉडचं जेवढं डिफॉर्मेशन ह्या साइडला होणार आहे तेवढंच ह्या साइडला काय होणार आहे तर कॉपरचं होणार आहे. जेवढे ह्या साइडला डिफॉर्मेशन स्टील रॉडचं होणार आहे तेवढंच ह्या साइडला कॉपरचं होणार आहे. मीन्स व्हॉट? बॉडी कंबाईन आहे आपली, दोघांची लेंथ सेम आहे बघा, कॅपिटल एल दोघांची सेम आहे, अप्लाय केलेलं लोड सेम आहे. त्यामुळे बघा जेवढं डिफॉर्मेशन स्टील रॉडचं होणार आहे तेवढं डिफॉर्मेशन कशाचं होणार तर आपल्या कॉपरचं होणार, कॉपर रॉडचं होणार. So that's why we are writing the condition number 2, delta L1 is equal to delta L2, or we can write delta LS is equal to delta LC. Now write down second sentence. The extension and compression will be same and strength is also same by considering composite bar shown in figure. Write down this. L, it is length of bar. P, it is applied load. Sigma C, traces in copper rod. Sigma S, traces in steel bar. ES, Young models of copper bar. C for copper and S for steel. Similarly, ES is equal to Young modulus of steel bar. Up to this, write down. In this problem, condition number 1 and condition number 2 is very important. Every examination they are asking the questions on composite material. In composite material also we have 3 to 4 types. This is the type number 1 under the composite material. So composite material, it is a very important point, or we can say that it is IMP as consideration of exam point of view. So we have to understand the conditions. What are the condition 1 and condition 2? Why you are writing these conditions 1 in such a manner, or why you are writing the condition in in such a manner? Because of every condition we require some explanation, or we require some reason why you are writing such equations. So this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. Over. Up to this over, I have made by some tick marks. Up to this over.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now, also write down PS is equal to load. PS, it is a load on copper bar. PC and PS. Suppose they are in problem, they are changing the materials. Sometimes they are taking aluminum, cast iron. According to that material, we can change the notation. CI for cast iron, AL for aluminum. In this problem, or the for first problem, they are giving the steel and copper metal. So we have taken PS and PC. Sometimes also we can write P1, P2, no problem. Already in type number up to type number 4, we can take in P1 and P2. Same meaning, there is no problem for P1 and P2. Some students also writing P1, P2. There is no problem for that student also. So according to condition 1, total load P is equal to PS plus PC. Or also I also written P is equal to P1 plus P2. Condition number 1, equation number 1. According to point 2, condition number 2. What is the condition number 2? Change in length. Change in length of bar 1 is equal to change in length of bar 2. Also we can write delta LS is equal to delta LSC. Also we can write, instead of delta LS, we have taken the length of steel rod and copper rod. Instead of delta LS1, we can write delta L1 is equal to delta L2. That is the deformation of steel rod. It is equal to the deformation of copper rod. Write down equation number 2. Here they are putting the value. What is the basic formula of delta L? That is delta L is equal to PL upon AE. Correct? This is the basic formula for change in deformation. So we have taken deformation for steel rod. So instead of delta L, we are putting delta LS. So instead of P, we are writing PS, LS, LS, ES, and ES. Correct? But in this problem, L will be the common. Means what? Length of steel rod and length of copper rod. See the problems and given figure. The length of steel rod and length of copper rod will be the same. That is the that is the capital L. So capital L will get cancel. PS means what? Force on steel bar. PC means what? Total load taken by copper rod or load on copper bar. ES, area of steel bar. AC, area of copper rod. ES and EC, elasticity or Young modulus for steel rod and elasticity for copper rod. How to calculate the AC, area of copper rod? How to calculate the area of copper rod? Already we have seen how to calculate the AS. That is the pi by 4 into ds raised to 4. How to calculate the AS, area for copper rod or copper tube? Who will give the answer? Please give me the answer. I want the area of copper tube.
Total minus steel.
Wrong. See the diagram. टोटल मायनस स्टील जर केला तर हा गॅप शिल्लक राहतोय. बघा ह्या गॅपची आपल्याला गरज नाही.
इनर डायमीटर.
हा. See the formula. This is the tube. Every tube having two diameter. One is inner diameter and outer diameter. एखादी ट्यूब असेल अशी बघा. या ट्यूबचा आपल्याला डायमीटर करायचं असेल तर आपण काय करतो, एक इनर डायमीटर दुसरा आउटर डायमीटर आहे. तर आपण ट्यूबचा एरिया कसा काढतो? पाय बाय 4. करेक्ट? कारण या ट्यूब असणार सर्क्युलर असणार. पाय बाय 4 D0 raised to 4 minus pi by 4 into di raised to 4. Take common pi by 4. What is the answer? That is a pi by 4 into bracket do raised to 4 minus di raised to 4. With the help of this formula, we can calculate the area of tube. Correct? By using the condition 1 and 2, we can find the forces, stresses in each material of composite bar. This is the theory part for problem on composite bars. आतापर्यंत काय प्रॉब्लेम असतो विचारा. जर ही थिअरी कळली असेल तर प्रॉब्लेम ऑटोमॅटिक कळतात. जर ही थिअरी कळली नसेल तर कोणता प्रॉब्लेम असेल तर विचारू शकता. अप टू दिस एनीबडी हॅव्हिंग प्रॉब्लेम्स प्लीज आस्क मी.
सर शेवटचा पॉइंट अजून एकदा रिपीट कर.
कुठला?
हा ब्रॅकेट मधलं शेवटचं
ब्रॅकेट
PSL.
मधलं
हा
हा काय केलंय बघा, ही तर कंडिशन कळली, डेल्टा एल वन इक्वल डेल्टा एल असं काल येते आपण, बरोबर आहे का? या कंडिशनचा काय प्रॉब्लेम आहे का मग? ही कंडिशन का आली? कारण टोटल जी मटेरियल असणार दोघांची लेंथ सेम होती आणि दोघांवर अप्लाय केला फोर्स सेम आहे, त्यामुळे स्टीलचं जेवढं डिफॉर्मेशन होणार आहे तेवढंच काय असणार कॉपर ट्यूबचं होणार. त्यामुळे आपण काय डेल्टा एल वन इज इक्वल टू डेल्टा एल टू. नाव instead of delta L1 we are putting the value. What the formula of delta L? What the formula of delta L? That upon E. This is the basic formula, correct? We are calculating delta L S means what? Deformation of steel rod. So here we are putting the value of S. So here we can write PS L S divided by AS divided by E to the base S. Correct. आता तुम्हाला पीएस काय लक्षात येईल? पीएस आपला पीएस म्हणजे काय असणार, तर स्टील रॉडने किती लोड घेतला टोटल आपण पी अप्लाय करतोय, पण आपल्याला एक्झॅक्ट माहित नाही कॉपर रॉड किती घेणार, स्टील रॉड किती घेणार, ते आपल्याला कॅल्क्युलेट करायचं, बरोबर आहे का? समजा 50 किलोमीटर जर लोड अप्लाय केला तर त्यातला असं तुम्ही म्हणणार नाही की 25 किलोमीटर स्टील रॉड घेतोय आणि 25 किलोमीटर कॉपर येतो, असं तर आपण सांगू शकत नाही, बरोबर आहे काय? तर असं होऊ शकते की स्टील रॉड 20 किलोमीटर घेऊ शकतोय आणि राहिल्या 30 किलोमीटर काय कोण घेऊ शकते, कॉपर रॉड घेऊ शकतो, पण दोघांची ऍडिशन किती आले पाहिजे, तर 50 आली पाहिजे. त्यामुळं इथं पीएच मिनिंग काय, टोटल लोड कॅरीड बाय द स्टील रॉड. नेक्स्ट सेम फॉर्म्युला फॉर डेल्टा एल सी फॉर कॉपर, पीसी सी फॉर कॉपर, सॉरी तो यस है, एल सी डिवाइड बाय ए सी डिवाइड बाय into ES. Now this is the formula for deformation of copper tube and this is deformation of steel rod. Now they are equating two equations. Why we are equating? That is the total deformation of LS, that is delta LS is equal to delta I. दोन्ही equating करा. काय put केलं बघा, PS LS divided by AS ES is equal to, correct, PC LC divided by AC and EC. In given problem, they are giving the diameters. With the help of diameter, we can calculate the area. Correct? ES and EC means what? These are the elastic constant. They are also given in the problem. Now we have to concentrate on LS and LC. See the length of copper rod and steel rod. Having length of copper rod and length of steel rod will be same. So LC and LS will get cancelled. So here they are cancelling the LS and LC. Now what is the formula remaining? PS is remaining, AS is remaining, ES is remaining. And so see this formula, remaining value I have written here. Here we have to calculate ES, EC is given in the problem, and with the help of equation 1 and 2. Now the equation 1 and 2 मध्ये unknown काय दिसते तुम्हाला? See the equation 1 and 2. Equation 1 and 2 मध्ये तुम्हाला unknown काय दिसते? Which are the unknowns are there? P also given in the problems. P given in the problems. एरिया कॅल्क्युलेट केला, ES केला, हा एरिया केला, हा एरिया केला, फक्त अननोन काय राहतो ह्यात, पीएस आणि पीसी राहिले, ह्यात अननोन काय राहतो, पीसी आणि पीएस अननोन आहे. आता काय करायला सांगा, कोण सांगेल असाल पुढं? वी हॅव टू इक्वेशन्स and we have two unknowns, correct? Two unknowns means what? PS and PC, these are the two unknowns. So by solving equation 1 and 2, by solving equation 1 and 2, we can find the value of PS and PC, correct? After getting the value of PS and PC, calculate sigma S. Sigma S means what? PS upon AS. Already आपण PS काढला दोन इक्वेशन कंपेअर करून, दोन इक्वेशन कंपेअर केली, त्यावरून PS काढला, AS काढला, कॅल्क्युलेट सिग्मा C. Similarly, sigma C is equal to PC divided by AC. Already we have calculated the value of PC. Here is known, calculate the sigma C. That's why they are asking, by using the condition 1 and 2, we can find the forces. Forces means what? PS and PC, and we have to find the traces in each material. Each material means what? Sigma S and sigma C. These are the conditions for composite materials. Now it is clear. Now it is clear.
Yes,
Without
sir.
any problem.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no doubt. Any doubt? I think I have given more explanation. Last half an hour, I am just explaining the theory part. Then also some students having the problem, please ask me. I will give the 1 minutes for query purpose. These conditions are understood, that time we can solve the problems without any hesitation, without any correction. We can solve this any type of problem on composite batteries. So condition 1 and condition 2 are very important. Or shall I take problems on composite bar? We'll take one problems, and all theory knowledge we have taken up to this, we will apply on the problems and we'll solve the problems. Some students having the problems in theory section, so it will be clear in the problem. So shall we move to the problem? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh. So write down problem number 1. Problem number 1. Write down statement. My screen is visible. Problem sentence is visible.
Yes, sir.
I think visible. All students.
Yes.
Okay. At the time of writing, suppose you are having some queries. That time, please ask me. I will correct you. What is the numerical value? What is the diameter? What is the notification? What is the word? If you have any problems at the time of writing, please ask me. Over. Draw the diagram. I will read the problems. A steel rod of 20 mm diameter means what? We have observed that one is a steel rod and having diameter given 20 mm means what? This is the value of ds, diameter of steel rod, correct? And 30 mm long means what? This is the length. Sorry, 30 means what? 300 mm long. This is the length of rod. Is enclosed. Now everyone please concentrate on the problem. I will read the problem. A steel rod of 20 mm diameter and 300 mm long. With the help of this sentence, I got the value of ds and capital L. ds means what? Diameter of steel rod and L means what? Length of that rod. Now, is enclosed centrally. This is very important. Enclosed centrally inside hollow copper tube of external diameter 30 mm and internal diameter 20 mm. See the dimensions 30 mm, 25 mm, and 20 mm. Means what? Always I have given every tube having two diameters. One is the inner diameter and other is the outer diameter. We can say that external diameter and internal diameter. Correct? Internal diameter and external diameter. They are giving the value of external diameter. Means what? This is the DO. We can say that this is the outer diameter. And this is the internal diameter. Means what? This is the DI. Correct? Full stop. The ends of the tube and rods are brazed. Brazed means what? They are welded. Its ends are welded to each other, and they have converted into single units. And composite bar is subjected to an axial pull-up. Axial pull means what? This is the value of total P. That is the P is given 40 kilonewton. Full stop. Find the traces developed in the rod and tube. Means what? They are asking the question. Traces developed in the rods and tubes. Rod means what? Which is rod? That is sigma S. This is the rod. And tube, this is sigma C. This is copper tube. Also find the extension of the rod. Extension of the rod means what? Delta LS and delta LC is equal to question mark. And they are given the value ES, elasticity for steel rod and elasticity for copper rod. That is 200 giganewton per meter square and 100 giganewton per meter square. So we have to convert that giganewton per meter square into Newton per mm square. That is 10 raised to 3. Now draw the diagram. What the diagram? This is the copper tube, steel rod diameter 20 mm. Inner diameter. This is the DI. Now see here. This is the DI. This is the DI, and this is the DO. This is the outer diameter. This is the DO. Now draw the diagram. Total load 40 kilonewton. Up to this, draw the diagram. Our diagram is over. Diagram over? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Over.
Over. Okay. Now write down given data. Given data, ds is equal to diameter of steel rod is equal to 20 mm. DO. See, I have written DOC, or we can say just write down DO, no problem. Outer diameter for copper rod 30 mm. DIC, or simply we can write DI. Inner diameter and outer diameter 25 mm for copper rod. L is given 300 mm. ES is equal to 200 giganewton meter square. How to convert giganewton into meter square? That is 10 raised to 3. Already I have given explanation related to the how to convert. Giga means what? 10 raised to 9 and meter square we have to convert mm square, means what? 10 raised to 6. 10 raised to 6, in that 10 raised to 9 get cancelled, remaining 10 raised to 3. So we have to convert 200 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per mm square. And similarly, 100 giganewton per meter square. This is the Young modulus or elasticity constant. Elastic constant 100 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per mm square. Now we know the value of diameters. Steel rod, it is a solid rod. So they have given only one diameter, that is ds is given. So with the help of the ds, pi by 4 into ds square. सॉरी मग 4 सांगितलं का तुम्हाला फॉर्म्युल्यामध्ये? ठीक आहे, पाय बाय 4 into d square. Put the value of this ds, find the area of steel rod and find the area of copper rod. Write the formula of copper rod, pi by 4 into do. पहिल्यांदा जास्त असणारा डायमीटर घ्या, नंतर कमी घ्या, नाहीतर अदरवाइज आन्सर विल गेट मायनस. डीओ. आणि जरी एक्झाम मध्ये तुम्हाला नाही कळलं बाबा डीओ कुठला डीआय कुठला आहे, तर आउटर डायमीटर ऑलवेज कसा पाहिजे तुमचा मॅक्झिमम पाहिजे. त्यामुळे डीओ जास्त घ्या, डीआय कमी घ्या. मेक प्रॉपर कॅल्क्युलेशन and check the answer D, ES and AS. Sorry, AS and AC. Over mm square area. Up to this over area AS and AC. झालं इथपर्यंत? येस ऑर नो?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, condition number 1. What is the condition number 1? In composite material, condition number 1, the total load, that is the total load means what? P is equal to load carried by steel rod plus load carried by copper rod, or we can say it is a copper tube. Instead of rod we can write also tube, no problem. Write down condition number 1. Total load is equal to load carried by steel rod and load carried by copper tube. Now, what is condition number 1? That is P is equal to PS plus PC. P is equal to PS plus PC. Total load it is equal to load carried by steel rod and load carried by copper tube. Now, in this given problem statement, they are given the value of P. What is the value of P? That is a 40 kilonewton. We have to convert that kilonewton into Newton. That is a 40 into 10 raised to 3 Newton is equal to PS plus PC. These are the unknowns. We have to calculate the value of PS and PC. So equation PS plus PC is equal to 14 to 10 raised to 3. This is equation number 1. PC plus PS plus PC is equal to 14 to 10 raised to 3. Equation number 1. Now condition number 2. What is condition number 2? A change in length of steel rod. Change in length of steel rod is equal to change in length of copper rod or copper tube. Therefore, Therefore, delta LS is equal to delta LC. Total deformation of steel rod, it is equal to total deformation of copper tube. Or now, what is the delta LS and what is the delta LC? Put the formula. PS into L divided by AS ES is equal to PC into L, PC into L divided by AC EC. L gets cancelled because of length of copper rod and length of steel rod will be same. So L will get cancelled. PS and PC, these are the unknowns. Write down just PS and PC. Now area already we have calculated the value of AS. Put the value of AS. ES is given. Put the value of AC and EC. All are given in the problem. Make proper calculation and check the relation. It is correct or wrong. PS is equal to 2.90 into PC. Check the proper calculation and check the value of constant. It is correct or wrong. If you are having calci, please make proper calculation and check the answer. PS is equal to, it is 2.90 into PC or something different other than 2.90. Check this answer and give me the reply. It is correct or wrong?
Correct, sir.
Correct. It is correct. It is correct. In your chat message, just write down the C.
Yes, sir.
Correct. If your answer is wrong, that time you can write W. I think it is correct answer. Very good. Number of students, they are giving the solution. Correct. So now see the equation 1 and 2. Equation 1 and 2. I think equation 1 here, equation 1. Here also PC and PS are the unknown. And see the equation 2. Here also one unknown. Just put the value of PS. Put equation 2 in equation 1. म्हणजे आपल्याला काय करायचं बघा, we have to convert two unknowns into one equations. Means what, we have to calculate the value of PC and PS. So put equation 2 in equation 1 and find the value of PC. And again check the answer. It is correct or wrong? Correct. We can write C. In case there will be different answer, we can, in that time we can write W. Wrong answer W. Put the word W or C. Over. Again, after the knowing the value of PC, just put here, instead of PC, put the value 10.25 into 10 to 3 and calculate the PS. Put in equation in above PC in equation 2 and find the PS. PC and PS. It is correct answer. Good. Correct. Very good. Also, we can cross check it answer. What is the basic formula? P is equal to PS plus PC. Correct. What is the total P given in the problem? 40 kilonewton. That is 40 into 10 raised to 3. Make the addition. PC and PS will get same answer. 40 into 10 raised to 3. 10.25 into 29.74 will get 40 kilonewton. Here also we can check the answer. It is correct or wrong. This is the answer number 1. They are asking question, calculate the forces. One more question they are asking. Traces in each rod, or they are asking question, traces in each rod means or traces in steel rod and traces in copper tube. So traces in each steel rod, what is the formula? Sigma is equal to force upon area. We are calculating the traces in steel rod. So sigma S is equal to PS upon AS. Now put the value of sigma, sorry, PS already we have calculated. AS we have calculated. Just put the values and find the sigma S. Similarly, sigma C, traces in copper tube, that is the PC upon AC. Put the value of PC and AC, calculate the sigma C. And now check the answer. Very good. After the knowing the sigma S, sigma C, how to calculate the extension steel rod? What is the formula? Delta LS is equal to PS LS divided by AC into AC. PS is known. Length of steel rod is given in the problem. Next, area of steel rod is given. Next, we can calculate the value of delta LS and delta LC. Over. हॅलो, इथेपर्यंत झालं का? Over. Also, we have to calculate the value of delta LC. With the formula, which formula? PC LC divided by AC into EC. Calculate the delta LC and give me the answer. What is the delta LC? That is the deformation of copper tube. We have calculated the deformation of steel rod. Now we have to calculate the deformation of copper tube. And tell me the answer. What is the delta LC? Deformation of copper tube. Kapse, please check the answer. Check your answer. Your answer is 0.014. I think total deformation, total length of the rod, steel rod and copper rod will be same. So total deformation also, we are applying the same force. So total deformation of delta LC will be same, I think. Please check the answer. Delta LC is equal to delta LS. It is same answer, 0.1420 mm. Over. Now please check the whole problem once again. Now here a problem on composite bar. This is the first problem was over. Now check the problems. What we have done. Read the problem carefully. Read the given data. Read the conditions. Which condition we have taken? Condition 1 and condition 2. After getting the condition 1 and 2, we are calculating the value of PC and PS. After getting the value of PC and PS, we are calculating the value of sigma S and sigma C, and just we are calculating the deformation of steel rod or copper rod. The deformation of copper rod and steel rod will be same, so just we are calculating the value of delta LS. Now, if you have any problems in problem number 1, please ask me. Or प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये काय प्रॉब्लेम असतो विचारा. सगळ्यांना कळलाय प्रॉब्लेम बघून? येस ऑर नो? कळलाय ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will give the next problem. Write down this problem and solve your own. If you have any problems, or it is same problem, I think. Same problem आहे बघा. सेमच प्रॉब्लेम आहे का? का वेगळा आहे?
सेम आहे सर.
हा बघा. हा बघा. Write down this problem. या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये काय केले बघा, जी कॉपर रॉड आहे त्याचा जे डायमीटर होता ही स्टील ट्यूबचा इनर डायमीटर आहे बघा. कारण या दोन्ही काय केलेत, रॉडवर रॉड बरोबर फेस टू फेस ट्रान्झॅक्शन फिट असं फिट केलेलं आहे. त्यामुळं इनर डायमीटर कॉपर ट्यूबचा सॉरी कॉपर बारचा जे डायमीटर असणार आहे ती स्टील ट्यूबचा इनर डायमीटर असणार आहे. डायग्राम मध्ये लक्षात येते बघा. पहिल्या डायग्राम मध्ये गॅप होता, आपला जे आपण इन्सर्ट केलेला जे बार होता सॉलिड बार आणि ट्यूब यामध्ये काय गॅप होता, आणि या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये गॅप काय दिलेला नाही चेक करा. प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये एक कॉपर रॉड 30 mm डायमीटर आणि 40 mm लेंथ आणि इंटरनल डायमीटर ऑल्सो किती दिलाय 30 mm दिलाय. म्हणजे कॉपर ट्यूबचा जी सॉलिड डायमीटर होता तीच काय असणार, त्याचा इनर डायमीटर असणार. आणि थिकनेस दिले त्यांनी, थिकनेस म्हणजे काय असणार, दोन्ही साईडला सेम असणार आहे. म्हणून त्यांनी प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये ऍड केले बघा, डीएस इज इक्वल टू हा डायमीटर प्लस दोन्ही साईडची थिकनेस ऍड करावं, तेव्हा काय होईल आपला, तर हा डीओ तयार होईल. म्हणून काय केले मग, डीएस प्लस 2T 30 प्लस 2 into 10 2 and T for thickness means what, we'll get the 50 mm. It is a DO. This is the DO and this is the DI. With the help of DO DI calculate the area and also we can calculate the AC. आता मग ह्या प्रॉब्लेम थोडं अपोजिट दिले. हा स्टील होता आणि हा कॉपर होता. इथे काय केलं, हा कॉपर हा स्टील दिला, नो प्रॉब्लेम. डिपेंडिंग ऑन द प्रॉब्लेम स्टेटमेंट वी कॅन ड्रॉ द डायग्राम. इथे आता कुठे कुठे कॅपिटल स्मॉल डी घेतले, नो प्रॉब्लेम. तुम्ही स्मॉल घेत चला, काय प्रॉब्लेम नाही. डीओ डीआय और डीएस. Please solve the problem and give me the solution. What is the PS, PC?
सर DS किती आहे? 30 येतोय ना? हॅलो.
बालाजी बरोबर आहे तुझं, बोल.
हॅलो, सोडवला प्रॉब्लेम नाही. हॅलो,
Yes, sir.
आन्सर किती आलं?
Sir, stress stress in copper is 52.116.
एक मिनिट हा, चेक करतो आन्सर मी.
Stress in copper 62.116.
I will read the answer. PS is equal to, सॉरी पहिल्यांदा PS काढला ना.
Yes, sir.
PS is equal to 156.097. बरोबर आहे का? आन्सर नाही.
Yes, sir.
आन्सर लिहितो बघा मी आता. आन्सर नंबर 1, that is a PS. PS means what? Load taken by steel rod. That is 156.097 kilonewton, or we can write 10⁻³ Newton, no problem, or 156.097 into 10⁻³ Newton. It is correct.
Yes, sir.
बरोबर आले काय? नेक्स्ट, PC is equal to 43.902 into 10⁻³ Newton. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Sigma S. Sigma S is equal to 124.21 Newton per mm square. And sigma C, बरोबर आहे? सिग्मा एस.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
करेक्ट. नेक्स्ट, सिग्मा C is equal to 62.10 Newton per mm square. This is sigma C. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Very good. And delta ELS. Delta ELS equal to 0.248 mm. It is correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Correct.
Correct.
Very good. How many students have solved this answer? Correct answer? All students. Now, I will give the one homework. Or shall I stop here? Write down problem. Write down problem. A copper bar 30 mm diameter. A copper bar 30 mm diameter is rigidly connected at both ends to the inside of a steel tube 50 mm external diameter and 40 mm internal diameter, full stop. the composite section is then subjected to compressive force of last problem. Compressive force of 120 kilonewton, 120 kilonewton, full stop. Find the trace induced in each material. Find the trace induced in each material and contraction over a length of 1.2 meter. Full stop. Take elasticity E to the base C. E for copper 100 gigapascal and E for steel 200 gigapascal. 200 gigapascal. Write down solutions. Answer लिहून घ्या. Sigma S is equal to 113.17 Newton per mm square, and sigma C 56.58 Newton per mm square, and delta LS 0.679. इलेस्टिटीचा प्रॉब्लेम आहे. कोणी मेसेज मध्ये टाकले बघा. इलेस्टिटी कोणाला माहित पाहिजे. इलेस्टिटी कॉपरचे EC 100 गिगापास्कल आणि ES 200 गिगापास्कल. हा, give me the attendance. Roll number one. Don't put in message. I will call the attendance number. Roll number one. Roll number one absent. Roll number two. Absent. Roll number three.
Yes.
Roll number three. Roll number four.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, roll number 2 present.
Roll number 2. 3 present. 4. 5. 6.
Present, sir.
6 present. 7. 8. 9. 10.
Yes, sir.
Roll number. Roll number 9.
Yes, sir. Roll number 9. सर लीव झाला. पुढे गेला काय माहिती.
Hello. Roll number 9. Roll number
Yes,
10.
sir.
Roll number 10. 9 absent. 10 absent.
Yes, sir. Yes, आहे की sir.
10. 11.
Present, sir.
12. 12. 13.
Present, sir.
14.
Yes, sir.
15. 16. 17.
17 present, sir.
18.
Yes, sir.
19.
Yes, sir.
20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28.
Present.
29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34.
Yes, sir. 33. 34.
34.
34 present.
Okay. 35.
Yes, sir.
36.
Yes, sir.
37.
Yes, sir.
38. 39. 40. 41.
Present, sir.
42. 43. 44. 45.
Present, sir.
45.
Present.
46.
Present.
46. 47.
Yes, sir.
48.
Yes, sir.
49. 50. 51. 52. 53.
Yes, sir.
54. 55. 56.
Yes, sir.
57.
Yes, sir.
58.
Present, sir.
57.
Present, sir. 57.
58.
Present, sir.
59.
Present, sir.
60.
Present, sir.
61.
Present, sir.
62. 63. 64. 65.
Yes, sir.
66. 68.
Yes, sir. 68 present.
69.
Yes, sir.
70. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75.
Yes, sir.
75.
Yes, sir.
76. 77. Okay. Please solve the given problems. For next
Sir, roll number 40.
roll number
40. 40.
40. Correct. Another one.
Sir, roll number 9.
Roll number 9. Correct. Next.
68. Roll number 36, sir.
30.
6, sir.
Already you are present. Next.
68, sir.
68 present. Next.
56, sir.
56 present.
65.
Okay. Please solve the problem. For next lecture, we'll take the next type under the composite materials. Please do the carefully calculations in your home, and please check the type number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 It is very simple at the time of lecture, but it is very difficult to solve the afterwards problem. So take the review of problem 1 to 5, and for next lecture we'll take the problems on composite material. Under the composite material type number 2. Okay, thank you. Shall you stop here?